The wife of a man killed by a crocodile has today revealed one of his last acts was to save her life.
Tragic news for everyone, the community's family. It's awful, awful.
In August 2024, what was meant to be a peaceful family holiday in Northern Australia ended in a heartbreaking tragedy. At the center of the story was Dr. Dave Hogbin, a 40-year-old doctor from Newcastle in New South Wales. Dave was known by friends and patients as a compassionate and dedicated general practitioner who had spent years helping people in his community. But outside of his medical career, the role he loved the most was being a father. Dave and his wife Jane were raising 3 young boys, aged 7, 5, and just 2 years old. Their home was always full of energy and noise, the kind that comes from children who spend their days climbing trees, exploring the outdoors, and getting into harmless mischief. Dave loved those moments. He was the type of father who never missed an opportunity to take his kids fishing, camping, or exploring somewhere new. During the winter of 2024, the Hogbin family decided to take a long road trip through the remote wilderness of Northern Australia. It was the kind of adventure they had always talked about doing together. They packed up their vehicle and began traveling through some of the country's most beautiful but isolated landscapes, eventually making their way toward Cape York Peninsula, the northernmost part of Australia. Along the way, they camped, explored rainforest trails, and spent nights under open skies. For the boys, it was a dream vacation filled with fishing trips, muddy boots, and long days of adventure. For Dave and Jane, it was a rare chance to step away from the busy schedules of medical work and simply enjoy time with their children. After reaching the far northern region, the family began the journey back south. On August 3rd, 2024, they stopped near the historic town of Cooktown in Queensland. Cooktown sits beside the Annan River, a wide tropical river surrounded by mangroves, rainforest, and rugged terrain. The region is known not only for its beauty, but also for its wildlife, especially saltwater crocodiles. These massive predators are common in northern Australian rivers, and locals are always aware of the danger they pose. Despite that risk, walking trails run along parts of the riverbank, giving visitors a chance to enjoy the scenery. That afternoon, Dave and Jane decided to take a short walk along one of those trails near the Annan River. Their children were safe nearby with other family members, and the couple wanted a quiet moment together after the long days of traveling. The path followed the edge of a high riverbank, roughly 5 meters or about 16 feet above the water. At first, everything seemed completely normal. The ground looked solid, and the river below appeared calm. But in places like northern Australia, nature can change in an instant. Without warning, the edge of the riverbank suddenly collapsed beneath Dave's feet. The soil gave way, and he lost his balance, sliding down the crumbling edge and falling into the river below. Jane immediately rushed toward the edge and tried to help him. In the chaos of the moment, she managed to grab his arm and tried desperately to pull him up. But the riverbank was steep, muddy, and unstable. As she struggled to hold on to him, her own footing began to slip. The loose dirt beneath her boots started sliding toward the water. For a moment, they were both clinging to each other. But the situation was becoming more dangerous by the second. Dave quickly realized something terrifying. Jane could not hold him, and if he continued to hang on to her, she would be dragged into the river with him. The water below was known to be home to large saltwater crocodiles, and if both of them fell in, neither might survive. In that split second, Dave made a decision that would define his final moments. He let go of Jane's arm. By releasing his grip, he ensured that she would not be pulled down into the water with him. Jane managed to stay on the collapsing riverbank while Dave fell back into the river. What happened next unfolded incredibly fast. The Annan River is known to contain large saltwater crocodiles, some of the most powerful predators on Earth. These animals can grow longer than 5 meters and are capable of attacking with incredible speed. Moments after Dave entered the water, it is believed that a large crocodile attacked him. Witnesses later said the entire incident happened in seconds. Emergency services were called immediately, and a large search operation began along the river. Police, wildlife officers, and rescue crews searched the area for 2 days, scanning the riverbanks and surrounding waters. During the search, reports came in from locals who had spotted a large crocodile with distinctive scars on its snout several kilometers away from where Dave had fallen. Wildlife rangers tracked the animal and eventually located it. The crocodile, measuring about 3.9 meters long, was euthanized by authorities due to the suspected attack and the danger it posed in the area. During an examination of the animal, human remains believed to belong to Dave Hogbin were discovered inside its stomach, confirming the tragic outcome of the incident. News of the story spread quickly across Australia and around the world. But what stayed with people the most was the final choice Dave made. In the most terrifying moment of his life, he chose to let go in order to save his wife.
In a statement, Jane said, "He saved me. His last act was to not pull me in with him. I'm glad I'm still here because it could have been a millionfold worse for everyone involved, not just the boys."
The entire incident lasted less than half a minute, yet that brief moment revealed the depth of his character. Friends and colleagues described Dave as someone who had always put others before himself. In his career, he spent years caring for patients and helping people through difficult moments in their lives. In his final seconds, he did the same thing for the person he loved most. For Jane and their 3 young sons, the loss was devastating. Yet there was one small mercy in the tragedy. The boys did not witness their father's final moments. One day, when they are older, they will learn the full story of what happened that afternoon beside the Annan River. And when they do, they will understand something about their father that few people ever get the chance to prove. In the face of sudden danger and impossible odds, Dave Hogbin chose to protect his family. Even in his final moment, he made sure the people he loved would survive.